Shall we dive into the next section of your profile? This part is all about your individual engagement. Just like the 4 colors of insights, your results are based on how you responded to the assessment. Engagement is a leading indicator to performance for you and your organization. Employee engagement refers to how connected you feel to your organization and the level of alignment you feel between your own purpose and goals and those of your organization. Before we start, know that these scores are your truth. They show where you are engaged and where you may not be engaged. Being truthful allows progress forward for you and your organization. How can your team and organization know there are opportunities for improvement if you don't tell them? We want to improve performance together. Go ahead and open up your profile to the 8 factors of engagement. It's much shorter than other sections or profiles you have experienced, just 9 pages. So much packed into these pages, though. We begin with your calculated engagement score. This is your overall self-rating of engagement. If your score is 4.0 or above, we consider you actively engaged. 3.0 to 3.9, cautiously engaged, and anything 2.9 or below as not engaged. In our example here, she scores with a 3.6, which is cautiously engaged. Let's drill down a bit using the engagement hierarchy. While all 8 factors of engagement are critical to your balanced and holistic engagement, we have found that the factors build on one another. Purpose and accountability are the foundation. This is your clear expectations and what you are headed toward. Trust and resources make the reliable level. Then we move up to a sense of belonging with care and recognition, and ultimately growth with agility and development. Your highest scores should be at your foundation. If your highest scores are in growth and lowest in foundational, we have an inverted triangle. You would be developing yourself to leave the organization you are working for, as you aren't making a firm foundation. Look at your scores. Are your highest scores in the foundational level? Maybe you're like our example here, where the foundation is much lower than belonging and reliable. Feel free to pause the video here to consider the reflection questions at the bottom of this page before continuing. The next 4 pages go deeper into each of these levels, beginning with the foundational factors of purpose and accountability. On each page, you will see your overall score for that factor, as well as statements that should resonate with you around this factor. Our example feels that she sometimes has the opportunity to do work that she is passionate about. And you know what? That makes sense to her, because there are definitely days where she feels she slogs through and is exhausted mentally, physically, and emotionally, while she does have a few days full of inspiration and passion. Next come the reliable factors of resources and trust. Then belonging with recognition and care. Finally, our growth factors of development and agility. Take time to pause and look through each of these pages with the following questions in mind. What are my observations and reflections as I see my own scores? What 2 or 3 statements stand out to me? What can I do personally to help increase my engagement? What support could I benefit from to help increase my engagement? The final page of the 8 factors of engagement individual profile is where you think and then take action. What priorities do you have for your 8 factors of engagement? Here's a hint. Start with the lower scores that are closer to the foundation of the engagement hierarchy. What can you do right now to help your own engagement? How about the engagement of others? Use either your journal or the profile itself to write out your reflections. This profile allows you to look at yourself and how you can be empowered to take action. It gives you permission to sit down with your supervisor and have a courageous conversation about managing you, developing you, and helping you to be a more engaged and loyal employee. Ultimately, This allows you to make real change.